Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about the 3 ARs I think every firearms enthusiast should have in their collection. Now, you'll notice I didn't say that everybody should have in their house. Every American household needs one AR. And I've got 2 good options that I'll show you here in just a minute. But if you're a gun nut like me, or a firearms enthusiast, here's what I think is a minimum 3. Couple disclaimers before we get too far into things. I am not an expert. I am simply a guy who likes to shoot a lot. The components in these rifles and pistols, as we're going to get to in just a minute here, are not the highest end. Everything represented here is of decent quality, but it's not Gucci by any means. I can see the comments already. Oh, 3 ARs for the poors. Yeah, the firearms that I'm going to demonstrate for you today are what some folks would call lower end ARs, but they've served me really well, and that's not the point of the video anyway. I'm not going to be recommending any brands. I'm not going to be telling you which AR to purchase. We are more breaking this up into 3 categories. So with that, let's jump right into it. And I'll show you my very first AR. The first of the 2 categories that everybody should consider as their one AR is a 16-inch or 14.5 if you want to go the pinned and welded route, but a 16-inch 5.56. This rifle has changed a whole lot since I first bought it, and it doesn't have many of the same components it did when I was first starting out. I bought this originally as an Anderson complete rifle. Now, all that's left that are Anderson are the upper and lower, and they seem to be just fine. It's machined aluminum, right? I suppose the buffer tube is original as well. This gun is wearing an AR Stoner lightweight profile barrel, a Midwest Industries handguard, which is probably the nicest thing on the whole gun, Magpul MOE furniture, which works, but it's a little rattly. Got a primary arms 1:6 SLX LPVO with an ACSS reticle, and I've got an Olight Odin up here. This is probably the next thing that's going to get replaced, although it works very well and has never failed me. You'll see on the end of all 3 of these ARs that I have rugged muzzle devices to put a suppressor on. 90% of the time this gets shot, it is with a suppressor. For internals, I do have that same Anderson bolt. It is in need of some new gas rings, which I am about to put in it, and a BCM gunfighter charging handle. One of my favorites, though the next time I buy one, it'll probably be the asymmetrical one with the latch only on the left-hand side. That's my 16-inch AR. It's basic, but with my hand loads, it'll throw 1-inch groups at 100 yards. It's kind of a do-all rig. Would work just fine for home defense. It sure as heck works good for plinking out to 300-400 yards. And I'm happy with the way that it's functioned. I've got probably a little over 1,000 rounds through it. I know, not that much in the grand scheme of things. And I've had, I believe, 1 malfunction when I was shooting it a lot with the suppressor, and I got it really, really, really dirty. I'll take a few shots here. That's my 16-inch AR, and one of the 2 options for your one and only AR, and one of the 3 that I definitely think everybody should have in their collection. Again, that's a category, a 16-inch or 14.5 5.56. The next, and the second that could be your one and only AR, and that is a Shorty 300 Blackout. This is a 10.5-inch 300 Blackout pistol. I do have a little bit nicer components on this. We do have a New Frontier Firearms billet lower. The upper and the barrel, I believe, are both Ballistic Advantage. I don't know who makes the handguard. I don't see a brand on it. It works just fine. It is a screw-in type, not a clamp-on. I've got an SBA-3 adjustable pistol brace on the back here. The charging handle, this is probably one I'll replace, but it is a Strike Industries charging handle with my preferred asymmetrical large latch on the left side. I've got my favorite AR grip on here. This is a BCM one in their mod series. It's about the most vertical that I could get in their line, and it's about perfect for a short AR. Got a Toolcraft nickel boron bolt carrier group and an Armaspec H2 captured recoil system in the back here, which I like a lot. You can hear when it moves here. Nice and smooth, not a whole lot of rubbing or anything like that. It's quite nice. Sitting on top of the barrel here is a Superlative Arms bleed-off adjustable gas block, and I have it set right now at a good happy medium to run both subs and supers. Again, I've got a rugged muzzle device under the rugged razor suppressor on the end and a Coltac suppressor cover on there. Whether you have a suppressor or not, a 300 blackout is a great option for one AR. With supersonic loads, you can get good performance out to 2-ish 100 yards, and you get a lot of energy delivered on target at close range. 300 blackout is a lot of fun to shoot, though it can be a little bit more expensive if you're buying commercial ammo. I don't. I reload everything that goes through this gun. And with the suppressor, shooting subsonics, this is one of the quietest guns I own. Again, it could be your one AR set up for home defense. I do use it for that purpose. I forgot to mention on top is one of the best budget red dots available, and that is the Sig Sauer Romeo 5. This is a bonkers reliable red dot with shake awake, and I've had super good luck with it. Got a 25 round mag loaded up with some 300 blackout subsonics here. That's a lot of fun. So that's my 300 blackout. I realized I haven't talked about triggers yet. Both this and my 5.56 have PSA enhanced polished triggers in them, which are an incredible value for the money, and they are way better than a standard mil-spec trigger that you'll get in a parts kit. So category number 2 of ARs I think every firearms enthusiast should own, a 300 blackout pistol. And number 3, and the last on this list, and this is definitely an enthusiast AR, this is a 20-inch 6.5 Grendel. You gotta back up a little bit to get that all in frame. The category here is a hunting AR or a sapper, semi-automatic precision rifle. This was my first rifle chambered in 6.5 Grendel, and the cartridge has quickly become one of my very favorites to load and shoot. In that category, you could have a 20-inch 5.56 that you've got set up to run 77 grain bullets. You could run a 6.5 Grendel like I have here, 6mm ARC, maybe 224 Valkyrie. One of those cartridges that's good at a lot of things, but hunting and long-range shooting are where this type of AR shines. Okay, there's a hit at 500. Let's go back to 4. And 5. Okay. An AR-10 could also be in this category, and I do plan to add one to my stable in the future. I'll go through the components I've got on this real quick. I'll try to do this a little more organized. On the back here, I've got a Magpul PRS Light buttstock. Love this. It's a lot better value, I think, than the original Magpul PRS. I've got a Daniel Defense grip. The lower is just a PSA standard lower. I've got a CMC 2.5 pound single stage cartridge trigger in here. This trigger is great for precision shooting, but I would not want to have it in a defensive gun. It can get gummed up pretty easily. Let's see, I've got just a standard charging handle in there. The upper I bought complete from B King's Firearms. This is an Aero Precision upper, again with a 6.5 Grendel barrel in it. This barrel is probably going to get swapped out for a 6-arc barrel in the future. And then I've got a Vortex Diamondback Tactical 4-16 by 40 something in their cantilever mount. This gun has been a ton of fun to shoot. I've had good luck shooting some club PRS type matches with it. No trouble at all hitting out to 600 or 700 yards. And I have done a little bit of hunting with it. I've shot one doe, a hog, a coyote, maybe a few other things with it. I've got hunting videos with it on the channel you guys can go back and check out. This is one of my most accurate firearms, capable with the right ammo of 1/2-inch groups at 100 yards, and I really like having this thing around. It is a little bit heavy, which is why I don't hunt with it a lot anymore, but the next time I hog hunt, this is definitely going to be the rifle that comes with me. So that is the third on the list of ARs I think every firearms enthusiast should own, and that is some type of semi-auto precision AR. Again, that could be in a variety of cartridges. It could even be an AR-10 platform shooting 6.5 Creedmoor, 308, 6 Creedmoor, really any of those standard bolt face short action cartridges. So what am I missing here? I already said that I don't have an AR-10 in the lineup, and that's probably going to be coming within the next couple of years here. What else is missing in the lineup of ARs that every enthusiast should own? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Check us out over on Patreon and Instagram. Y'all have a good one.